Time now is 4:19. I'm Tori on this very, very, very lovely Wednesday. My in-studio guest is Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank and Boys and Girls Club Board of Directors. How you doing, Tamara? It's been a while.
Yes, it has. I'm doing great today, Tori. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm glad the temps. We were talking about this before we went on the air. A couple of hot days there. I wasn't ready.
Right.
I like today. Today's good, and tomorrow's going to be even better. A high of 73.
Yes,
We're going to like that.
I'm going to really like that.
So now that we have the weather out of the way.
Weather and traffic. There you go.
There you go. I'm here for you. What is going on? First of all, we all know you are heavily involved in what's called the Give Where You Live program. Could you, if no one's ever heard of that before, could you explain that real quick for me?
Absolutely. We decided, our bank decided during the Great Recession to kind of move our advertising activity to a program that we named Give Where You Live, because so many of the local charities were struggling with their fundraising, obviously because it was a very deep economic downturn. And so we thought we would use our ad dollars to highlight the great work that the charities are doing in serving their local communities. So we actually redirect a major portion of our advertising dollars to social media, to radio, and to print, highlighting those charities.
Fantastic. So you are also the CEO, actually the board of directors. You're on the board of directors at Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
What's that like?
Awesome. It is so great when you're having, you think you're seeing so many bad things sometimes, to go over to the club and see the kids and watch them in their activities, listen to them singing and playing and doing their computer work. It's really uplifting you realize there's a great future out there, the young kids coming up, and it's good to be a supporter of that.
How long have you been on the board of directors there?
You know what? I don't keep track, but it's many years.
It's many years.
Many years now, yes.
What is coming up? What are we doing for, I know you always come in with an event that's happening, and I'm sure you have one coming up.
There is an event coming up, and in our Give Where You Live campaign, the highlight this month is on the Boys and Girls Club, which is what I'm here to talk about, and it's because they have their upcoming live auction fundraiser. It's happening on June the 3rd. At the Hyatt here, and the theme is Vegas, baby, and so they're encouraging people to, get caught up in the theme and kind of dress Vegas appropriate, whatever that might mean to you. So
wait a minute, wait a minute, I think that's an oxymoron.
It stays in Vegas, right? It could be, the Rat Pack from days back in my era. It could be maybe a showgirl headdress, or who knows, but just have fun with it and keep it appropriate for the kids, but it should be a lot of fun with some great auction items and prizes and stuff.
You have there's a dinner, there's several raffles, correct. Entertainment and dancing, of course.
Yes.
It's Vegas, baby. Now, this how many years have you ever done the Vegas theme before?
I don't believe so. Not in my memory. But.
So we can come in. Is there going to be, like a blackjack table and stuff like that, or how's it going to work?
I haven't been involved with the setup part, but that's usually, what I would expect to see at events like that. Yeah, people getting involved and having fun. It's a great way also to have fun while you donate some of those chips of money back to the cause.
Exactly. So, one for me, one for you, right?
Right.
That's how that works.
We know when we go to Vegas that we're probably going to leave some money there, but we have a good time doing it. So
most likely.
Same thing.
I like how you say probably, most likely.
Yeah, well.
Vegas, baby, it happens on Saturday, June 3rd for the Boys and Girls Club of the Santa Clarita Valley.
Correct.
It's been around for a long time, I think in the late 60s.
Right.
Yes?
I believe it's 1968. And they serve over 2,700 kids in the valley, and with the after-school activities, including getting their homework done, computer activity, recreational sports, a lot of leadership. They're doing a lot in the leadership area, and I'm seeing that in some of the young folks that come out and participate in these events. There'll be some there on Saturday.
How do you get involved? For the mom, dad, or maybe older brother or sister listening in the car right now, and thinking maybe that's something for me.
Right.
How do you get involved?
You know what? Give a call to the club, and they will schedule tours of the facility and walk you through everything that they do, and you'll meet the leadership in the club. And that's one of their ways of trying to engage the community, is come out and see what they're actually doing, because that's really what tugs at your heartstrings. You realize that there's great opportunities there for volunteer service, and many of the young people that have come up through the club have come back into leadership and are now working there. And so it's great to see that it's made such an impact on their lives.
Tugs at the heartstrings, but also makes you smile and
Yes.
and you kind of walk away knowing there's good in the world.
Yes.
A lot going on in the world today.
A lot going on in the world.
We need the reminders of good stuff.
Yep, we keep hearing, millennials and how, different they are and the challenges and such. And you know what? I'm just so encouraged by when I see these kids and see what they can do and accomplish, particularly in the focus towards leadership, because they're really starting to think ahead about their futures, and they can really make a difference. And with our support and the support of the community, that will happen.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about Mission Valley Bank.
Mission Valley
You're
Bank.
the boss.
I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
Yep, it's my baby. I started it almost 17 years ago now. I can't believe where time has gone. But we've been active in the community. Probably half of my employees live here in the Santa Clarita Valley, so it's an important area for us. And we like to be good corporate citizens, which is why we're heavily involved in things like the Boys and Girls Club. We give volunteer time. I let my staff take time off during work hours to support like Thanksgiving for the food drives, or serving food to folks that are in need, and that type of thing. So
how lovely. It's truly all about community.
It's
for
community.
You guys.
It absolutely is. It's relationships. So many of my clients I've known for longer than I've been at this bank and my previous bank, which also had a branch out here, and we get to know their families, their kids. I'm seeing kids that were born and now they're graduating from college. It's amazing. We've kept those long-term relationships, and
that has to warm the heart.
It's why I am in community banking. I was at a large bank in the early part of my career, but I just love the focus that it truly is about the success of the business, and it's not a transaction. It's when we make a loan or whatever, we want to sit down and understand what the business is trying to accomplish and how we can be a part of making that successful, and that's the real joy in doing it.
If I were to walk into Mission Valley, do you know me by name? Do you know a lot of the customers by name?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing that our clients will tell you, is that they just love to walk in because every one of my staff will greet them by name, and they know their kids, and they'll ask, gee, Susie graduated last weekend. How was it?
And you did that, I have to say, before we started the interview on air, you asked me how I was doing. Rarely people do turn the table. And,
Right.
and so just to give a little taste, you saw how surprised I was.
Yes.
I'm doing great. What? You asked me. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. And that must
Right.
be just part of who you guys are.
And you mentioned a smile on your face. When you smiled at that real simple question,
Right.
it made me smile.
Absolutely.
So, it's sort of that, pay it forward, and
It's
we
always
can do
nice.
that, and we'll see a lot of smiling people, which is
It's
good.
always lovely. But I do want to brag a little bit, because on my paper here, it says Mission Valley Bank named most trusted advisor, business banking 6 years in a row.
Correct.
6 years in a row?
We pride ourselves, and that's really our goal, and really the core of who we are, is to be trusted advisors. And it's been demonstrated by receiving that recognition from the Business Journal. 6 of our employees, our staff, it's not the same person. An individual at the bank was nominated by someone and received the recognition for 6 straight years,
That's
which
amazing.
is no other business can say that.
That's amazing.
So, it validates that what we're trying to be, we are on the road.
You're doing it.
Yeah,
You're,
we're doing
you're,
it.
You're
We're
walking
doing
the
it.
walk, talking
Yeah.
the talk.
It's a journey, not a destination. So we just keep doing it. But then I can hold up those people and say, look, we have true examples, so let's emulate them.
Nice work, Tamara. Nice. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Please make sure you put on your calendar. It's a great event, their annual event. It's a benefit auction. It's Saturday, June 3rd. This year's theme is Vegas, baby. It's at the Hyatt Regency, Valencia. There's music, there's dinner, there's raffle, there's dancing. It's all for the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Clarita Valley. Tamara, what a lovely time I had talking with you. Please come back soon.
I enjoyed talking to you too. Thanks.